way set, bro. W stream, man. W's in the chat. W most on. You ready?
You see how the African people is showing Speed love? Why wasn't Speed getting that love anywhere else? And not saying that he wasn't getting love fully, but he's not getting no hate in Africa. Why is that? Y'all remember the streams. People clipped those streams up. When Speed was in Europe, nasty work. Speed is in Africa and people are treating him like a human being. That says a lot. And you would think the way these people paint pictures about Africa, about people in Africa, that they wouldn't be treating Speed how they're treating Speed. But as we can see, Speed is being treated like a natural human being. And he is around very civilized people in Africa. Get that. Watch the stream.
What you're watching right now is bigger than a live stream. It's not just a YouTuber visiting Africa. It's not just entertainment. What IShowSpeed is doing in Africa has unintentionally exposed one of the biggest global lies of our time. The lie about what Africa really is. As Speed moves through African cities, reacting in real time, laughing, getting overwhelmed, something else is happening online. People around the world are watching and reacting.
Y'all are just now realizing that Africa got money? What are we talking about? You needed Speed to tell y'all that? Are we dead ass serious? Bro, one of my homegirls is Cameroonian, right? Peep game and lock in. On everything that I love, bro, you damn near got to pay to marry them. Does that make sense? Like, there is like marriage prices. Like, her dad got guap, so he probably not really looking for nothing too much. But bro, you have to be offering money. If you listen to African music, a lot of it is talking about, I'm catering to her. This is how much money I got, and this is how much money I spend on her, or this is how much I want money spent on me. Y'all just don't know much really. It's you guys are so corrupted by the way America taught y'all that y'all couldn't even look past the smoke screen that they put there. Does that make sense? You should not have needed IShowSpeed to tell y'all Africans are not fucking broke. Bro, America is a third world country with a Gucci belt on, with a Louis V hat. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? Let's be so dead ass.
I just seen Speed stream in Africa. I thought the stream was gonna be, giving back, feeding the homeless, feeding the needy. Nigga, them people living good. Nigga, them people living better than some of us, nigga. It was hella love. Like, you could feel the love through the screen, gang. Like, then another thing, did y'all see the bitches? Did y'all see the ass? Like, even Speed himself had to ask a couple of them shawties, like, is that real? Like, in America, we used to BBLs. Bro, they shit is there. Natural, no exaggeration. It was one segment of the stream where Speed would just walk up the street, shawty clapping her shit. He looked the other way, shawty clapping her shit. I'm like, nigga. Salute to Speed for going over to Africa and showing us the side of Africa that we never see. Them people over there living good, bro, and they got shit in order, bro. Salute to all the Africans, specifically the African women. You feel me? You feel me? Hey, and salute to IShowSpeed, man. W stream, brother. Great content, brother.
Chat, one thing about this country, Eswatini, the food is so good. You know why? They fruit. I had dinner last night, and I had breakfast this morning. The food has been A tier. Literally the best, low key. Holy shit, it's a zebra! Zebras! There's zebras! Yo!
It brings me so much joy. I never saw, like, you would see a white person in Africa before you see a black American. The same white Americans, you see them in Africa before you see a black. It's so crazy because white Americans will go to Africa, have a grand ass time, And then the Black Americans, the ones that look really close to a lot of Africans, are the ones that are like, yeah, they hate us. I can't go. They won't accept us. Like, why? How come you've already made up your mind before you even know anything? And that's how I know it's y'all's racist granddaddies, white granddaddies. I see a lot of Black Americans saying, oh, I don't think Africans like us. You don't think 54 countries in Africa, like 54 different countries with thousands of different tribes of people, they don't like just you from one country in America, like in North America? Like, you really think, like, how did you come to that conclusion? Did you go there and everyone rejected you? You went to every country and they all rejected you? No.
IShowSpeed made it to Eswatini. It's Eswatini. It's not Eswatini. It's Eswatini. And this time he went to an African village. I'm not talking about regular village. I'm talking about African village. No electricity, no Wi-Fi, no technology, nothing. And the people in the village are happy. True happiness. IShowSpeed was talking to this man who was married to multiple wives, and he was amazed on how he was able to manage all his wives. And he had a daughter, and the daughter came out, and IShowSpeed was like, your daughter is very beautiful. So if I want to marry your daughter, how do I proceed? And the man was teaching him how to proceed in the village when it comes to proposing to a girl. And he was literally explaining step by step by step. And I was like, this is really good. It's not oppressive to the women. The girl needs to choose. The girl needs to choose first, and then the parents and the man are going to talk about how and what he's going to offer to marry her.
How many cows do I have to give you so I can marry her?
17.
17 cows?
Yes. Because a cow can cost 5,000 to 7,000. $250 a cow.
Wait, 20 cows, 4 grand.
5 grand.
4,000.
So far, I think this is my favorite moment of IShowSpeed Africa Tour, because we are looking into a real African village. And on top of that, IShowSpeed literally met the royal family.
We have a king and he has children. This is Prince Sazi.
Prince Sazi?
Very nice to meet you.
What's good, Prince Sazi?
He's with his sister, Princess Lomabega.
Thank you, Prince. Oh, what's good, Prince Molega?
Lomabega.
I did not even know that Eswatini had a monarchy. To watch an African nation that still has a king and a prince and princess, and people actually respect those titles. We hear about we used to be kings and queens, but to see actual kings and queens, princes and princesses, it makes you think like, maybe that's how we're supposed to live. These people look royalty. They look royalty. They're like dressed in their traditional attire. I'm like, yeah, this is royalty. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is my favorite moment so far in this IShowSpeed Africa Tour. I love everything African, but this is the root. I don't know how these other African countries are going to top this, because this is another level. This is like, y'all thought we were gonna show some cities and some lights. No, we're gonna show y'all the real Africa, because this is big. To all the people in Eswatini who made this possible, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Hey man, can someone please tell me why I thought Africa looked like this? That is not Africa. I did my research on my FYP, bro. I did not think Africa looked like this. I'm from America. Don't press me about it. I didn't know what it looked like over there. But let me show you what Africa look like right now. I did not think Africa looked like that. What am I doing in America? Can someone take me to Africa, please? You thought that was it? Look at this shit. take a flight. I need to take a flight. I need to go to Africa. Can someone please take me to Africa right now? What am I doing in America?
White creators screaming in shock, asking, how does Africa look like this? Why is it so modern? Why doesn't this match what we were told? And black creators are saying something even deeper. They lied to us. I was taught the wrong story. I feel embarrassed that I believed it.
So Speed announces that he's doing a tour in Africa. And as expected, the comments are filled with racial slurs, xenophobia, insults, people saying Speed is going to be robbed, hurt, threatened, so on and so forth. And what's ironic is that what we have documented right now is Speed going to these civilized European countries and being berated, being called a monkey. You can see him be disrespected, be discriminated against. You can see people storming the streets, acting a fool, just trying to be on stream, just trying to get 5 seconds of fame, treating Speed like he's not even a real person. Speed hasn't even touched the continent. Most people can't even name over 5 countries in Africa, but they already spit in this xenophobic and anti-black and simply racist rhetoric about the entire continent itself. First things first, we are talking about the second largest continent on the planet. You can almost fit 3 United States in the continent of Africa. With the size of Speed's platform, the entire world will see that Africa is complex, that Africa is diverse, but third, Africa is rich. And when I say that, I'm not even really talking about money. I'm talking about culture. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about hospitality. You already know they're going to treat the man like he's at home because he is. You know he's going to be eating good. You know he's going to be treated well, and that's important. See, I'm excited, and I don't even watch streams, and I'm definitely going to tune in. And I feel like this is a good time to remind the black community that there is not one rhetoric that is placed on the African continent that you do not inherit as a black person, as an African. I don't care where you come from. If you didn't believe it from my mouth, you are going to watch how our people, these people, African people across all these countries within Africa are not that different than you. Peace out.
IShowSpeed is in Mozambique. I was not familiar with your game. Mozambique is beautiful. Even I did not know what Mozambique truly looked like. And I got to see it. Mozambique is beautiful. Mozambique, yeah. The energy in Mozambique, top notch. Just look at the people. Look at the people giving him the flag. They're giving him the flag. They're like, this is the flag of Mozambique. And IShowSpeed, very respectful. Just grab the flag and it's just like showing the flag. Here I am in Mozambique. Mozambique, yeah. IShowSpeed was amazed by the way women in Mozambique was carrying the luggage on their head. I mean, it's something that happens throughout Africa, but he saw it for the first time in Mozambique and he was trying to do it. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He tried, but he couldn't do it. He was like, I cannot get it. How do y'all make it fit on your head? I don't know. That's just the magic of the African woman. I cannot do it either. It's amazing to see them do it. They just like keep it steady on their head. Like my mom does it. My mama used to do it with my brother on her back and she's carrying something on her head. Steady. And she's gonna work like that for about 20 to 30 minutes sometimes. No problem. Mozambique, yeah. Now I have a question. Mozambique, y'all got some explaining to do because I'm trying to understand what is a human jump rope. Who came out with it? Who convinced everybody that, you know what, from now on, we're gonna start using humans as rope? Because this looks like fun. That kid up there is having a lot of fun. Mozambique, y'all got some vibes over there. Mozambique, yeah. Even though Mozambique is doing a great job, unfortunately, IShowSpeed had his first disrespect moment, and this one came from someone who does not look like us.
Why you say that, bro? Why you say that? Why you say that?
It's a meme.
Why you say
It's a meme.
Why you say I show me, bro?
It's a meme.
It don't matter, bro. Why you say that?
This is what I've been trying to tell y'all. We are not trying to see these people. Anyways, Mozambique, y'all getting the job done. I'm loving the energy in Mozambique and I'm just waiting to see more. Mozambique, yeah.
If I was Speed, I would be fucking irritated if a white version of myself wanted to fucking follow me on every fucking continent state I go to and trying to get clip farmed, trying to get recognized and all that shit. Like, motherfucker, get your own, find your own potential and do that shit. This Speed is literally ruining IShowSpeed's Africa fucking tour right now. Like, it's gotten to the point where Speed's team even has to warn Speed, like, oh, White Speed is over here right now, you know, don't look at him, don't give him any attention, don't put the camera on him or anything. And I genuinely feel so bad for Speed because, yeah, white motherfucker's already up here. Let him be. Let Speed stream do what he does best without giving the credit to a fucking white man. Like, enough of this shit. Like, personally, if I was Speed, I would get a restraining order against him. And it was a situation where White Speed was like hanging from like a cliff, and Speed's team told him like, don't acknowledge him, because if he falls, they're gonna try to blame it on you because you're watching him, you're entertaining it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's taken away all the fun and excitement is from Speed's tour. Like, y'all remember when Speed did America? Like, that shit was fun. That shit was so entertaining. And now in Africa, it's just really like, content-wise, he can't do a lot of stuff because he will get in. Like, he's having a really hard time, and I feel bad because he always, you know, every time he's somewhere, he always tries to help the people. He gives them money, this and the third. But with this tour, he cannot do none of that shit. And now this White Speed is trying to take away his like momentum. He's trying to like get the attention from everybody else. And obviously, they're in Africa right now. So like him being like one of the only people over there right now, he's getting all the fucking attention and Speed isn't. And that shit is kind of irritating. Like, you know how much money, effort this man puts into his stuff, even though it just looks like a camera's just following him around. No, he does a lot, and it's getting very fucking unappreciated. And all of the, you know, like, oh my god, all the positive shit is going to White Speed, and that's not right. And apparently this White Speed, he literally does his own content and stuff with his girlfriend. So it's like, why are you he's literally been following Speed continent to continent, state to state, like just knowing exactly where he's at. He shows up and he does some shit to get attention. Like, I don't know, but Speed's team needs to do a better job when it comes to like making sure that his location is not known before they get to the actual location, because I think that's what the problem is. That's why White Speed is always able to find them, and he's trying to like clip farm or whatever the case is.
Man, this whole time, bro, they made us fucking think Africa was such a poor country, bro, such a place you wouldn't want to be at, bro. And Speed is single-handedly changing my perspective on life. Like, the music in Africa, the culture, everything, every single aspect of Africa just makes my insides feel so good, bro. And it makes me just want to leave America. Bro, I feel like America is the trap. America is the trap. The American dream is the trap. Everybody else is free, but not free from America. America's the problem, bro. America's the fucking problem. And I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Like, Speed, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Bro, that whole IShowSpeed like live stream in Africa damn near made me want to fucking cry. You're so fucking cool, man. I see why they took our ass down there. Like, we are so fucking cool. That shit is like, this is what y'all took from us. I'm so mad. So many people that look like me. I'm so mad. I can't go back. Oh, we are so fucking cool. I'm jealous.
If you watch Speed go to Africa and your biggest takeaway was that, oh my god, it's not just huts and mud, that's not awareness, buddy. That is straight ignorance. That image of Africa, it didn't come from nowhere. It came from what you were taught, what you never questioned, and what you were always comfortable believing. Shame on you, bro.
Speed needs to be careful. I don't usually like blacks, but Speed is one of the good ones, and I don't need those ghetto people over there tainting him. And God forbid they rob him and induct him into their gang. Speed, if you're listening, do not go to Africa anymore. Wait, which one of these tribal people is IShowSpeed? I really can't tell. These Africans just look so similar. They're all jumping around and dancing like animals. I can't tell who is who. What do you mean they speak English and have running water? I thought speaking more than one language was for rich white people, not poors that drink mud. I thought Africa was a country. Why do they keep speaking different languages? I don't like it. Why are there cities and houses on the stream? Are you sure they just didn't secretly stream in Japan because they're supposed to live in mud huts with no technology? Guys, I'm really scared for Speed. What is he gonna eat while he's in Africa? You know they don't have food.
You see how when Speed was streaming in other countries, they was calling him out of his name? They was being racist. He's not going through any of that in Africa. In Africa, It looked like Speed is living his best life. You could feel every bit of the love in his streams. This young man met the president of Angola. He's taking time with these people. He's racing people. He raced the African flag. You see how the African people is showing Speed love? Why wasn't Speed getting that love anywhere else? And not saying that he wasn't getting love fully, but he's not getting no hate in Africa. Why is that? Y'all remember the streams. People clipped those streams up. When Speed was in Europe, nasty work. Speed is in Africa and people are treating him like a human being. That says a lot. And you would think the way these people paint pictures about Africa, about people in Africa, that they wouldn't be treating Speed how they're treating Speed. But as we can see, Speed is being treated like a natural human being. And he is around very civilized people in Africa. Get that. Watch the stream.
So let me tell you something. Speed's Africa streams, they hit differently, fam. Way better than his streams anywhere else, especially in Europe. I'm noticing it. And I gotta ask, are you noticing too? Because it's all love over there. The vibes, pure good energy, no drama, no crazy names being yelled at him. Just people vibing, doing his catchphrases, embarking with him like it's a whole movement. And hold up, he even met the president of Angola. You know, he's out here living, doing races, and it's all good times. Honestly, this is the energy we need everywhere. But here's the thing. Why are the people in Africa treating Speed so much better than in some other places? Especially Eastern Europe, where it's not always the same vibe. Could it be that people have been misrepresenting Africa for years? Maybe they don't really know the place. I'm just saying, I'm noticing a difference. Africa's showing up, and it's a whole nother level of love and respect. That's what's up.
And that's when you realize this moment isn't about Speed. It's about a narrative collapsing in real time. For decades, Western media has trained the world to associate Africa with only one image: poverty, chaos, suffering, and helplessness. So when people see clean streets, modern buildings, nightlife, culture, joy, and confidence, their brains struggle to process it, not because Africa suddenly changed, but because the story they were fed was never true.
IShowSpeed's Africa streams are doing multiple generational undamaging to your brain, because y'all really thought that Africa was a bunch of twigs and huts. Like there isn't a representative from every single country that wants something out of this continent. Now granted, some of the comments are people trying to be funny, but I can tell some of these are 100%, no, you really thought that. Y'all really thought Africa was in the arms of the air. You really thought that was, you thought it was Africa. Do you know how wealthy Africa is? Do you know how large Africa is? I'm telling you, he is undoing the damage of multiple decades. And I, for one, can't not commend him for doing that, because wow. In the future, we are going to have multiple generations of people who are more conscious about how things happen over in Africa. And it is going to be because they saw what it looks like on IShowSpeed's stream. W Speed. Oh, and Grown Man, by the way. Yeah, I promise, Grown Man, watch this. Tax exemption.
Y'all probably wondering why I'm crying. I've been watching Speed streams, and I'm seeing all the love that he's getting in Angola. He's in South Africa, and he's getting a massive amount of love, and the way that he was treated in Europe was disgusting. But to see him be a black man from the United States of African descent and be able to go back to the continent and be treated like a human, by civilized African people. When we've been taught that Africa is primitive, that it's dangerous, don't go back, they have this, they have that. They don't want you, they don't like you. And to see an African American man with his stature go back to the motherland and be treated with so much respect. This is what our people fought for. This is what they fought for when they fought against Jim Crow and segregation. This is what the slave revolts were about. This is what it's always been about. Is to be able to go back home to a home that you've never been and be unapologetically black and not have to think about being black. Just being able to have your natural hair and your brown skin and not be judged and not be racially profiled and not be killed. I love the love that he is getting. And I love the love that all of my African American people are getting in the continent. And I know there's a lot of issues. I know there's a lot of things that need to be worked out. But I'm so proud. I'm so proud. And I love that for him, and I love that for all of my people that are over there. And I can't wait to hit the soil and experience it myself.
The reaction I'm seeing online from a lot of Americans not understanding that Africa is a developed continent.
Man, this whole time, bro, they made us fucking think Africa was such a poor country, bro. Such a place you wouldn't want to be at, bro. And Speed is single-handedly changing my perspective of life.
Y'all not understand this is 54 countries, not just one giant Sahara. People are thinking everyone lives in a hut and village and sword fighting and hunting lions. Because how am I going to take an opinion for someone that thinks the whole continent of Africa is a desert? Africa is 54 countries. Ethiopia has the largest airline that is rated higher than most European ones. Botswana turned their diamonds into free education and healthcare for everyone. We don't even have that. We don't. Nigeria's film industry, Nollywood, they produce way more films than Hollywood. Morocco hosts the biggest power plant in the entire world, one of the biggest. Botswana is a more stable country than most in European. And the only people I could really blame is the American media, because they train people to be in shock for this. American TV only shows Africa during the crisis. They don't show success story because that doesn't sell. If it's not war, famine, or a bad look on another country, the TVs ignore it. The thing a lot of y'all don't realize is a lot of my family, excluding me when I lived back home, my conditions was better than it is here. We were living in a giant house, man. I'm talking about we had a guard at the gate. We had a great community. It was great people. Depression wasn't a thing. Because I remember being a kid, African booty scratcher, all that BS y'all seen. When you don't even realize Ethiopia has less debt than the country of America. They have cut down their debt by almost 100% in the last few years, and America is still at the trillions. Every country has their slums. Africa was a little bit exaggerated. Every country has its struggle. But when it came to Africa, that's what it was defined as. And that was a problem. But other than that, though, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Peace.
Speed, the influencer, right? He did a tour in different African countries. And the reaction I saw of American, like young guys mostly, one guy was even crying. He was like, oh my God, they've shown us Africa, and Africa is just really amazing, and they've shown us only that there are poor people there. Honestly, that's propaganda. I remember growing up in the Netherlands. This is like the Netherlands is like a 7-hour flight from America. It's far. It's further. America's further than Ghana. Just understand that. Ghana is closer, and there's no time difference. Just an hour time difference. That's nothing. If I go to America, it's already like 5-hour time difference. Anyway, when I look at a TV, you know, you watch a program. As a kid, you see, oh, donate to this and this, and then you see African children, and then you see flies going into their eyes, and like, oh, they're so poor, so donate now. So all of these charities and all these companies were just putting these images in our heads. And I assumed that in America it was even worse than in Europe. But still, even my own Surinamese community, they don't understand. They're now starting to understand, because of social media, that Africa is dope. It's amazing. So, and every country has their struggles. Like, when I went to America, I was in shock when I saw how many people are living on the streets. How many people are sleeping. Like, you have like rows of cars, and then you see their stuff in it, and it stinks, and they sleep in their car. It's terrible. I've seen people on the street with like families, you know, like 5 children. They don't have a house. Like, it was crazy. But those images are not shown. The images only of the riches, the luxury. Let's do that, people. We have to show our own luxury and images, because there is so much here. and then all the other images are just being left out. That's what they do in the West. It's the same thing.
The love is really in Africa, bro. It's really love here, bro. Bro, I haven't been nowhere where I thought like, oh no, I don't belong here. I haven't felt that nowhere here. Well, maybe the safari.
When white viewers say, "This is Africa," what they're really saying is, "This doesn't match what I was taught." And that teaching didn't come from nowhere. It came from decades of documentaries, news reports, charity ads, and films that only show Africa at its worst, never its full reality. Africa is almost always shown as a problem to fix, a place to escape from, a charity case, never a civilization, never a competitor, never a place of progress, and then the Black reactions. Those hit differently because many Black people in the diaspora grew up consuming the same Western media, the same images, the same narratives, the same distortions. So when they say, "They made us ashamed of our own continent," that's not ignorance, that's conditioning. Africa wasn't hidden from the world, it was framed, and framing controls perception. What makes this moment powerful is that IShowSpeed didn't come with an agenda. He didn't come to educate anyone. He didn't come to rebrand Africa. He came as himself, loud, curious, unscripted. And that's exactly why this works. Africa didn't suddenly become beautiful. Africa didn't suddenly develop. What changed is who's holding the camera. And that's why this moment matters.